You may have heard of the Oculus Quest virtual reality headset, and maybe you even own one, and that's why you're here right now. But if you haven't heard of it yet, what makes it really special is that there are no wires attached. You don't need to tether it up to an expensive PC setup, which really opens up a lot of new possibilities because it gives you a lot of freedom to move around, which in theory should make for a great workout in VR. So that's what we have put to a test, and I've tried probably 24 different VR experiences over the last few weeks, and I've used also a Garmin Dual HRM to monitor my heart rate at all times to really see which games are the most fun, which games really give you the best workout and burn off the most calories. So well, in this video we will be sharing the top 10 games for the Oculus Quest that are both fun and a great workout.
Number 10. Sports Scramble. Sports Scramble was one of the Quest's launch titles and it reminded me a lot of Wii Fitness games that try to emulate real sports in fun, interactive ways. Sports Scramble includes 3 different game modes: tennis, baseball, and bowling, with the caveat being that all of these sports get weirdly scrambled up during gameplay. Hitting modifiers might turn your tennis racket into a baseball bat, or your baseball might morph into a bouncy beach ball. The tennis net might suddenly raise up, or your bowling lane might shrink to 6 inches. It all makes for a goofy and fun party type of game, although if you're a sports purist you can disable the scramble feature and play it straight rather than for laughs. The game is not without flaws. Long load times, boring training sections, and short play sessions may cause some mild frustration if you're looking to get into a good workout here. You will also need to make sure to have ample room when swinging that bat. Number 9. The Climb. This game is definitely not for anybody afraid of heights. In The Climb, you get to free solo rock climb mountains and rocks around the Alps, Southeast Asia, and the American Southwest. This game is definitely not an intense cardio workout, yet I find the breathtaking beauty of the locations and the intensity felt during the climbs and getting to the top of a mountain rather calming, almost meditative. Nevertheless, it may not look like it, but playing this game for an hour may leave you with pretty sore arms and shoulders. Trying to grasp the far edges of a rock will give you a great arm stretch and allow you to work on your flexibility. If you wanted to take it to the next level perhaps, you might want to try something like wrist weights to increase your muscular load. Be aware though that adding weights to your arms and legs may increase injury risk. Eight. Synth Riders. Synth Riders is a retro-inspired experience that takes you back to the neon-rich 1980s, offering you electronic synth sounds and some glowing pom-poms to rock. As with any other rhythm game, you get to match up a variety of color-coded patterns with your hands turned into huge glowing balls. Similar to early Beat Saber tunes, the music is heavily skewed towards a mixture of synthwave and dubstep music. If you're into electronic music and bored of playing Beat Saber, then Synth Riders is definitely worth a try. It's fairly easy to get into, but has quite a few challenging tracks to play. Workout-wise, it depends on your level, but as soon as you hit Force and Challenge mode, you're certainly in for a good workout. In Force mode, you get a force indicator for your left and right hands to show you how much effort you actually put into punching those orbs, which then in turn affects your final score. Challenge mode on the other hand allows you to speed up and switch on obstacles. While not a game-changing VR fitness game, it's certainly a fun game to switch up your workout once in a while. 33 songs with great repeatability, official support for custom songs, leaderboards and a multiplayer mode will keep you busy for quite some time. 7. Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip feels like a psychedelic version of Super Hot or Time Crisis perhaps. In this game you get to wield 1 or 2 floating guns and you be carried on rail style through futuristic bright looking environments while shooting off bad guys left and right to the beat of thudding techno music. This is really one of those games that make you lose track of time, because it's just so damn intense and fun. This is a great game for Quest owners because it gives you the freedom to dodge bullets left and right through squatting, and even the occasional jump when push comes to shove. Not quite the same level of Supernatural, but definitely more intense on the legs than most other VR fitness games that I've tried. Now, where Pistol Whip falls short is repeatability, unfortunately. Although there are plenty of modifiers like Dead Eye that forces you to focus on accuracy and aiming, there are only 10 different levels, which, all in all, share quite a bit of similarity. The developer Cloudhead Games has been rather slow in adding new tracks to the game, and since its 2019 release in November, only 4 new scenes have been added to the game. Nevertheless, if you're into electronic music and fast-paced, John Wick-style action, then Pistol Whip will make you sweat for dozens of hours. Six, Dance Central. Dance Central is another Quest launch title, reminiscent of the popular Just Dance title, featuring a soundtrack of 32 songs that range from some all-time classics like September from Earth, Wind & Fire to more recent pop songs such as Justin Bieber's Sorry. You get to dance it out either alone or with other players in a virtual nightclub environment. If you're into pop songs and dancing, then Dance Central can make for a great, low-intensity, all-body aerobic workout that doesn't feel like a workout at all. Unfortunately, the dance choreography remains relatively simplistic, so you won't get a super intense workout, nor will the limited amount of songs and lack of a freestyle dance mode keep you engaged for a very long time. Five, Racket Fury. If like me you grew up with ping pong, then you might want to give Racket Fury a good look. It's a simple arcade-style table tennis game with quite realistic physics that make you quickly forget that you're in VR. The fact that the Quest motion controllers weigh little more than actual ping pong paddles, and the lack of, those annoying cables behind you, make this game an ideal fit for the Quest. Intensity can be relatively low to medium-high depending on your own skill set and that of your opponent. While great fun and a low barrier of entry, Racket Fury is definitely not a simulation and can be quite forgiving when it comes to widely overpowered shots, for example. So if you're looking for something more authentic and a more demanding table tennis game, you may want to give its contender 11 a look. However, if you're looking for something quick and casual, then Racket Fury is your choice. Four, BoxVR. BoxVR is definitely among my oldest and most favorite Oculus Quest VR fitness games. It mixes boxing with Beat Saber. The gameplay is centered around punching pink and blue orbs that fly your way and avoiding barriers by either squatting or dodging targets left and right. You basically get to work on your jabs and uppercuts while listening to a curated playlist. You can immediately tell that it's a fitness game because sessions are structured as classes that are given by a variety of different coaches and the prominent calorie tracking display within the game. Despite the age of the game, the developer is still very active and there are constantly new DLCs with new workouts and songs of all sorts of genres. Cardio-wise, this is among the best workouts you can get on the Quest. However, it also feels more like a regular workout and definitely not as much fun as some of the other titles we have listed in this roundup. Three, Supernatural. If BoxVR and Beat Saber had a child, they probably would have called it Supernatural. Supernatural is certainly the new kid on the block, and it marries a lot of familiar concepts of a variety of different rhythm games. Instead of using lightsabers, glowing balls, or boxing gloves, Supernatural arms you with baseball bats to hit orbs flying your way. Just like BoxVR, Supernatural was specifically made with fitness in mind. It even comes with its own mobile phone app to pair your Apple Watch or heart rate monitor of choice, so that you can more accurately measure your calorie burn. Now, what makes the gameplay truly stand out is that each level is truly built for the 360 degrees of wireless freedom that the Oculus Quest provides. That means that orbs fly away from all kinds of directions. Almost like a Peloton-like workout video, you also have a coach that keeps yelling at you with motivational speeches of all sorts. Intensity-wise, Supernatural has been among the hardest workouts of them all, with an average heart rate of always around 150 during the first couple workouts that I've tried. Unlike most other VR fitness games, Supernatural really attacks your legs, as it constantly makes you squat and lunge in various directions. The song selection so far seems to be mostly made up of modern pop songs, though I'm sure as they continue to build out their catalog, their selection of genres will probably grow. At the end of a workout, you can expect to see not just a leaderboard, but also dedicated fitness stats and graphs, which can definitely get you going. What will probably keep most folks away, however, is the high price tag of $20 a month. While certainly in line with the likes of Peloton and other on-demand workout apps, it is far more expensive than any other game on the Quest. If the business model works, then at the very least users can expect ever new workouts and a long repeatability, I guess. If you're looking for the most intense workout on the Quest, then Supernatural is for you. Fun-wise, I think you find better options, as the game just doesn't quite get you into the zone like other rhythm games do, for example, and the 360-degree gameplay can be quite confusing and make me stumble quite a few times, and it definitely requires a whole lot more space than most other games that I tried. Number 2. Beat Saber. You knew Beat Saber would make this list, and this really wouldn't be a top 10 of all-time fitness games for the Quest if we didn't feature the most classic VR fitness game there really is. In Beat Saber you hold 2 lightsabers and get to slice boxes to the rhythm of a song. Occasionally, as in other rhythm games, you get to evade obstacles by jumping sideways or having to squat. It's relatively easy to master, yet highly addictive. As soon as you advance to Expert or Expert Plus difficulty, you'll be bombarded with boxes to slice and you will be sweating pretty hard as long as you don't shy away from, using full swings instead of just flicking your wrists. Once I get going, it's easy to get lost in the zone and time flies by as if I was raving it out in a local dance joint on a Friday night. As with many rhythm games, you are somewhat at the whim of whatever the developer is offering you in terms of the selection of songs and genres. So if you're into electronic and pop music, then Beat Saber will offer plenty of choice to keep you engaged. What makes Beat Saber truly special is its huge and growing community that has developed hundreds of unofficial custom maps and songs over the past few years. All in all, Beat Saber remains one of the most enjoyable VR fitness games that just lets you forget that you're actually working out, which I really love about this title. Number 1. The thrill of the fight. Okay, this one might not be for the pacifists among you, but I haven't found a better workout or stress relief than the thrill of the fight. Unlike Creed and Knockout League, this is a pretty realistic boxing simulation that has been around for years on other VR platforms. Once again, however, this is one of the games that truly shine on the Quest because you will want to make a lot of room for this one. You will need about 6 to 7 square feet to simulate your own boxing gym. The first time I played it, I was actually surprised how intense shadow boxing actually can be. In fact, at times my heart rate hit its HR 90% max at a beat of 180 something. Little surprise, the VR Institute of Health and Exercise rates the thrill of the fight as the most intense VR game available on the Quest, with an average calorie burn somewhere between 10 and 15 calories per minute, depending on your own weight, of course. As someone who used to kickbox, I can tell you that you will burn nearly as many calories as when doing the real thing. And yes, between rounds, you will need your own little corner chair to rest because you will find yourself out of breath. If you don't want to fight another opponent, you can always access various training modes. You can go on a speed bag, punching bag, dummy, and focus ball, giving you stats like power, speed, and dodged in a row. All in all, Thrill of the Fight is a great workout for your core, arms, shoulders, and overall cardio. This is the #1 fitness game on the Oculus Quest that offers perfect balance between fun and workout intensity.
Well, there you have it. Those are our top 10 fitness games for the Oculus Quest. Overall, in my experience, the games that I've tried had been, I would say, moderate to high level effort in my experience, burning between 5 to 11 calories per minute, which, just to give you a reference point, compares to about 11 to 13 calories that I burn when I go on a long distance run, anywhere between 10 to 20K, and 15 to 16 calories per minute when I use my Peloton for a high intensity workout for about 20 to 30 minutes. So while not quite as intense as a Peloton, I would say workouts in VR are definitely a whole lot more fun. There's a lot of cool experiences out there, and I would say it puts it really close to sports. You know, when you think playing a team sport like basketball or going snowboarding, where you really come in there first for the fun, and the workout really comes in second as, you know, an added benefit, really. And that's really what makes VR workouts so great, because a lot of them don't really feel like a workout. And if you really wanted to intensify your workout further, then you can always try adding weights to the mix, you know, like a weighted vest like I was wearing earlier. Or you can get some ankle weights. There have been a lot of things that have been tried, and they really add up the load to your workout. Two things that I would definitely recommend getting. One is a washable sweat cover, because you will be sweating quite a lot when you go through a 30-minute plus workout on the Quest. The second thing that I would recommend getting is some light and wire-free, or as much wire-free you can get, earphones for the Quest. I've gotten these Amavation, I think that's how they're pronounced, from Amazon for about 20 bucks. And they've been really doing wonders for me because they're super light, they don't get in the way when I move around, which is great. My only gripe playing in VR on the Quest is really that the headset, because it is a standalone headset, weighs quite a bit. Everything is in here, the whole unit, you don't need a PC, right? And because of that, it is quite front heavy. And in my case, if I go on a longer workout, you know, 40 minutes plus, it does put quite a bit of strain on my neck. And I've heard from other people that a counterweight could potentially alleviate this issue, but I haven't tried it quite yet. But I'm gonna try in the future, and if it does alleviate this issue, then we're gonna make sure to update our description. Other than that, working out in VR has been a lot of fun to me, and I would definitely recommend it to you.